How's it going, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. I was gonna say just Cortex Strikes Back. We're in this stupid-ass mine-themed level, chapter, warp room. That's, well, the warp room itself is themed around a mine, but there is no mine level in this game. Neither is there a mine level in Crash 1. But if you pay close attention while playing Crash 1, you might notice that Koala Kong, probably the shittiest Crash villain, his boss fight takes place in an underground mine. Which, you wouldn't really think too much about it, like, okay, Crash went into a mine, fought a boss fight, and got out of there. But there were actually supposed to be mine-themed levels in Crash Bandicoot 1 that got cut. And I'm really curious, how many levels were possibly cut from this game? Because this game has a pretty even amount of levels. Like, you go into a warp room and you have a set amount of levels. There's no way they could add a level without having to add a new warp room. And I fucking love the music in this game, it's so fucking good. Like, how do you make sewer music? How do you make sewer levels just so fucking awesome? Brilliant. You know what I was wondering about? Oops. How many employees that actually worked on like the original Crash games still work at Naughty Dog? So I was thinking that, you know, this whole Interstellar or whatever the fuck the Naughty Dog is currently working on, it looks like the game's gonna be really fun. You know, like they're kind of not gonna go with another fucking depressing, dark, and as all fuck moody game like The Last of Us. But people are already complaining about the main character's design and how she's ugly. And for once, I agree with that, because I feel like they did it for no reason. Unless the character is based off of an actress that looks like that. But if it's an original character not based off of anybody, then it makes me wonder, like, why does she have to look this ugly? Why can't she be pretty? Same with, that's a different, actually, story. Two games that were revealed at the Game Awards, and two games that have a similar complaint about them, how the main character, main heroine, is not very attractive. But with one of them I agree, which is Interstellar, because I don't know what her name is supposed to be, but I was thinking about it at work today. That if Interstellar showed its trailer, and it's a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy-esque adventure, because fucking Pet Shop Boys was in the trailer, so obviously it's inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy. You ride around in a Porsche you fly around in a Porsche spaceship wearing Adidas shoes. There's a bunch of fucking brands in this fucking game, but that's supposed to be part of the charm, I guess. It's like, I think the point of this game is like, oh, what if the humanity went into space in the 90s? Which is actually what Star Trek is. But Star Trek takes place in like 2100 something. Well, this game I think this game is meant to take place in like an alternative 2025 or something like that, where humanity went into space in the 90s, and it's like now, I guess, where we have a bunch of brands, but, you know, oh, see, you can do this, and you can fucking avoid enemies. But, you know, circle is for crouching. You wouldn't think you can somehow crouch while on a grate like that. Crash must have a lot of upper body strength to be pulling that stuff off, because I was actually tested at work for pull-ups. I'm supposed to do 3 pull-ups to pass, because pull-ups are hard. I did 1, but then my arms gave out. Look, I ain't fucking some kind of strong man. I don't give a flying fuck about it either, to be honest. If I fail, I fail. If I don't, I don't. I don't give a shit. Ain't gonna make me fucking go out of my way to train for it. I don't care. What's the reward? Me staying in the army? That's not a reward. That's a punishment for me. Still dying. playing in games and dying. That's the fucking motto of this channel: playing games and dying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that Interstellar. If they revealed the game and the main character was super cute and everybody had a crush on her immediately, it would be a fucking recipe for success. But no, they have to fuck it up with an ugly character. You're like, come on, for fuck's sake. If it comes out on PC, the first thing that'll happen is a bunch of different mods that'll just make the main character pretty looking. Yeah, well, this is the longest episode of this series. An hour, 20 minutes. That's why I kept... I was recording Borderlands and Yakuza for the whole week, but, you know, I had to record 2 more episodes. Had to record 2 more episodes of Crash 2. That's why I held off with that until Friday, because I finished work early on Friday. And no, it's not awesome that I get to finish work early on Friday, because the rest of the week I'm staying at work half an hour longer in exchange for leaving earlier on Fridays. Yeah, and what was I saying? Something about Interstellar. I don't know if I have much more to say about it. We haven't really seen much of it, but it seems like it gameplay-wise will be a really fun game, because even The Last of Us is a really fucking good game, gameplay-wise. I'd even say it's kind of brilliant gameplay-wise, but nothing else about it I like that much. Performance-wise, like, I'm talking about actors' performances, also brilliant, but it's like a game that wants to be so fucking serious. It's kind of like I can't fucking take it serious. But in like a way, unlike some games that do that kind of stuff, this is kind of interesting. Instead of the Firefly following me around, it just flies ahead and I have to fucking keep up with it. I'll be honest with you, I fucking hate these dark levels. In Crash 1 I fucking hated these levels, and in Crash 2 I also hate these fucking levels. Good thing... No, never mind, they did hit a level like that in Crash 3. It was an Egyptian level where we had to keep Firefly. It's like Sparks from Spyro. I guess, I don't know. Coughing up blood, man. I'm dying. Who cares though? And this is a tricky part here. In fact, I think I fucked up this level so fucking hard that I've actually recorded this episode twice. I mean, I started recording and then I realized, and I wasted so much time in one place. I'm pretty sure this level took me ages to beat the first time. I decided that, you know what, I'm just gonna redo it. So, like right now I'm like 8 minutes in, and I'm searching for these fucking crates in the dark. I'm just running around spinning. But before, I tried to do it really fast while still having a Firefly assist me. And if you start collecting apples, that's a sign to go back. But yeah, on my first attempt, I didn't thought of that. Instead, I just grabbed the Firefly and tried to destroy all these crates normally. But by the time you destroy them, the Firefly flies away, and then you have to memorize where all the jumps are, which is difficult, because how the fuck would you do that in complete fucking darkness? I hate these kind of levels. And it's tricky, they make this fucking level like... all the pits are like... placed in a really fucked up way. And the other game announced at the Game Awards that also had the same problem of people complaining about how the main character is ugly was Witcher 4. But you know what? I've heard people complain about it. I never fucking seen anyone complain about it. I've even seen videos of people being like, oh, these people who complain about series design are fucking morons. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I agree, but also, who's complaining about her design? I never fucking seen anyone do that. I'm not denying that, that people were complaining about her design. Maybe I just simply happen to not see it, but... I only seen people being very excited for the game. Haven't seen any negative feelings towards it. Hey, what are my thoughts on Witcher 4? I love Witcher 3. I've beaten it 3 times. Once I beaten it like a base game, then the second time I beat it with... No, the first time I played it, I just beat the base game. The second time I played it, I also just beat the base game. And the third time I played it, I beat the base game and the DLCs. Man, the DLCs are fucking awesome. Oh, speaking of DLCs, people made a huge deal out of like an Elden Ring DLC being nominated for the Game of the Year. But in 2016, a DLC to Witcher 3 won RPG of the Year. In 2015, Witcher 3 was Game of the Year. And in 2016, a DLC to Witcher 3 became RPG of the Year. Like, that's not even a standalone game, it's a DLC to the previous Game Awards winner. And then Cyberpunk never won anything. Pretty kind of a bummer. Like, at least if Cyberpunk won one fucking thing. But I don't believe it won anything, unless I can't remember properly. Okay, I got distracted. What was I talking about earlier? Witcher 4's design. Yeah, so Ciri's the main character. I'm pretty sure everybody could have fucking guessed that. Like, it's not just that, oh, the leaks said so. No, like, Witcher 3 pretty much set that up, that Ciri's gonna be the new protagonist. So I don't understand why some people were actually, at least in the comments I've seen, you know, under the trailer and like during the Game Awards, in the fucking comments, people were saying stuff like that. Though whenever I fucking watch like a gaming video on YouTube and I go into comments, I feel like everybody in these comments is fucking brain dead or heavily retarded. I don't fucking understand, but they say the dumbest fucking shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. Or just make like silly demands as if someone's gonna listen to them. Like, oh, I want girl character. What the fuck? It's like, okay, cool. You can want it. You ain't gonna get it though. What the fuck you telling that stuff for? I don't give a shit. Or people who say like, I'm not buying this game. Who the fuck asked you? Who gives a shit? No one gives a shit if you buy this game or not. Or do you think this game's success is solely dependent on whether you buy it or not? Millions of other people are gonna buy it. Fucking play whatever the fuck else you want, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be here playing Crash Bandicoot 2 instead of Interstellar. I hope Interstellar gives us a nice cute little Crash reference. Oh, I know! I kinda screwed up. I forgot to like move. All that jumping around for nothing. If the game is supposed to be set in the 90s, or like, well, inspired by the 90s, then, well, Crash Bandicoot is from the 90s. 97, to be precise. I love this fucking game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. That's why I had to do another Let's Play of it, because my original one sucked ass. Yeah, and I mentioned work. Today at work, I had an exam where, like I mentioned earlier, I had to do a pull-up and a bunch of sit-ups. And last time I did it, which was last week, I did exactly 0 pull-ups and 37 sit-ups. And this time around, I did 1 pull-up and 45 sit-ups. So I improved by not absolutely no training whatsoever. I mentally prepared for it better. Nah, I'm fucking around. I don't know what the fuck I did. I honestly was shocked that I managed to do a single pull-up because all my other friends also did 0 pull-ups. Well, I at least did 1. I was kind of proud of my 1 singular pull-up. I was like, man, I expected to do 0 just like them, but I managed to do fucking 1. Cool. Though with sit-ups, you know what's the fucking dumbest thing? Ah, crap, hold on. My TV's about to turn off. You know what, since I'm sitting here fucking talking about unrelated shit, I'm gonna go through my TV options right now. Where can I turn that fucking stupid auto-turning itself off? Off. Where can I bloody turn it off, you fucker? Maybe this. I'm still recording because this is connected to... Oh, it's this. What password? I gotta put a password? I don't know what the fuck, what kind of a password a TV has. Huh. Well, that's fucking weird. I don't get it. Back to PS5. No, get out of the options. Back to PS5. Alright. I got a drink here. The last couple of episodes I was drinking this really delicious Dr. Pepper drink. What was it? Strawberry and cream? I'm pretty sure it was strawberry and cream. There was also a coconut and cream. Or just coconut? I can't remember. But it was a while back and it was fucking delicious. And now I have this Dr. Pepper vanilla float. Sometimes, from time to time, I like to drink a vanilla flavored Coca-Cola because... Like, I definitely prefer a regular one, but just for the sake of variety, I like to drink a vanilla one every now and then. Now, unfortunately, they don't sell these Dr. Peppers anymore. And they're also really good. I'd say out of the 3 Dr. Peppers I listed, the coconut one, the strawberry one, this one's definitely the worst. But it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's really good. It's better than vanilla flavored Coke. Like, I like vanilla flavored Coke, like I said. Regular Coke's still better, but vanilla flavored Dr. Pepper is definitely better than vanilla flavored Coke. And by Coke, I mean Coca-Cola. If I meant Pepsi, I would have said Pepsi, but I never had a vanilla flavored Pepsi. I don't know if they even make those. Now, here's a fucking annoying as all hell secret within this level. There's these 2 box towers and a bounce pad, and I was like, okay, I definitely have to get up on that, bounce from one tower to the next, because if you can't look, but there's a fucking platform above that you can get on, the way I wanted to do so. That's why I ran all the way back and committed suicide. Because if you fucking manage to pull a crazy ass jump and actually get on top of these 2 crate towers, you can jump to a pretty much invisible platform because it's off the screen and you can't see it. I'm pretty sure it's made out of metal crates, but hey, there's a fucking platform up there that has a bunch of lives, but no crates, you know, so you don't need to get there. You can, if you do, that's cool because you get a bunch of lives, but if you don't, well, it's no big deal. But the fucking part that annoys the fuck out of me is that you can't see it, so I didn't know whether there are any boxes up there or not, and I wanted to get all the fucking boxes. Check this out, and if you get on the top crate instead of the you know, the first one from the bounce pad, that also is so fucking stupid, you know? Look at this, this is surreal to me. Crash walking? That doesn't happen in the European version, which is the one I played all my life. Crash always runs in that version. Only in the American version you can walk. It's insane to me. Yeah, so there's a bunch of lives there that you can get, but you don't need to. And I got a million fucking lives now. I thought that they, you know, there might have been boxes up there. So I fucking spent a pretty long portion of this video trying to get this fucking bullshit. Oh, see? That's what I tried to do, but I didn't jump properly, shit. And you know, slide jumping is really a really awesome mechanic, but as a kid I didn't know how to do it, and there's that one secret in one of the chase levels earlier, where you have to do a slide jump under some laser fence. And as a kid, it just fucking... I was so confused as to what the fuck am I supposed to do, because I didn't know how to slide jump. Yeah, what else about Witcher 4? definitely excited for it. Oh yeah, I was talking about Witcher 3 too. I do remember my friend having Witcher 2, and I do have Witcher 2 on Steam, so I want to revisit that game at some point. And I also meant to revisit Witcher 1 at some point, and I even started playing it, but I was like, man, this game is all... Same, so I dropped it. It's kind of the same situation that happened to me with Gothic. Even though Gothic has a re-release on a Nintendo Switch, so I played it on an emulator with the controller support, which Gothic normally doesn't have controller support. It's a keyboard-heavy kind of game, very archaic control style. You know, when you pick up a game nowadays and you pretty much immediately know the controls, because controls in every game are exactly the same. Back in like the 90s and early 2000s, every fucking video game company just kind of came up with their own controls for each video game they made. So you'd end up with games such as Mafia 1 that controls really fucking strangely, and games like Gothic that also controls very fucking strangely. So yeah, I'm definitely waiting for the remake of Witcher 1. I'm actually kind of more excited for the remake of Witcher 1, maybe, than Witcher 4, because I'm like, in Witcher 3 they're often talking about how, oh, the monsters are actually going extinct and the need for witchers is fading away. So unless Witcher 4 does some bullshit where like, oh, never mind, witchers are super in demand right now because monsters are back. Unless that happens... Ah, damn it. Unless that happens, I'm not sure what the story could be about, and... Well, I just hope Ciri will be an awesome protagonist to play as. I actually really like her new design of being a slightly grown-up woman, because at least she looks more serious than when she appeared in Witcher 3, where she looked like an edgy teenager that doesn't know how to put on fucking eyeliner. You know, she looks fucking... I really don't like Ciri's design. And it should probably be really, very fucking obvious that Ciri is the new protagonist for this series, because we have moments where we play as her in Witcher 3. Kind of like those moments where you play as Atreus in God of War Ragnarok. Probably to ease you in that Atreus might have his own God of War game at some point. Well, speaking of a new God of War game, there's been some rumors that the next God of War game is in development and it's gonna be set in Egypt. Because the rumor came from the fact that Sony Entertainment is looking for Middle Eastern actors or something like that for their new project, so... There was some leak, some guy who... Oh my god, look at that. I almost made it. I guess you can make it without the crazy method that I kept trying to do. Look, there's a metal platform and 2 or 3 lives up there. But it's fucking worthless. The amount of time it took me to get this correctly, compared to the reward of getting 3 fucking lives, I don't think it is. Pretty worthless. But I bet not too many people knew that there's actually 3 lives up there. I didn't know that on my previous playthrough. I bet I didn't got it. This is one of those annoying as fuck levels where you have to, you know, trace, like you have to backtrack. Except, like, you have to first get on the death platform, and then you have to go the other route, but backwards, and then go back without dying. That's probably my biggest complaint with this game, levels like that, where you have to backtrack through them. Like, okay, the death routes are meant for... There's a gem hidden inside of them. Don't know how I survived that, but whatever. So, at the very least, don't put any crates there, so like I can get either the death route platform gemstone, or I can try to go for all crates gemstone, but no, they put crates in both fucking paths. Meaning that you somehow have to traverse both paths, even though it feels like it wasn't designed to be like that. Because there's a fucking enemy that chases you from the bottom of the screen, so imagine running towards the bottom of the screen. That fucking plant fucked me over. while you're being chased. But like the enemy's running towards you from the bottom of the screen where you can't see it very fucking well. Talking about those bees, if you didn't get what I'm talking about. Man, what the fuck is wrong with me? Such an easy jump. Whatever, I got 82 fucking lives. As a kid, I always wondered, like, what's better, having a health bar or lives? Nowadays, I kind of realize that having a health bar is better for, like, games with combat in them. Such as Rayman 3, where there's combat. You know, you might want to allow the player to get a hit on... to get hit once or twice, and maybe the longer they play, the health bar gets bigger. And they will be allowed to make more mistakes. As the game gets harder, right? But with a game like Crash Bandicoot, obviously you don't have a... Okay, imagine if Crash took a health bar. Like, I don't know, you got your health points back and shit. See, this is what I'm talking about. I gotta fucking backtrack, but the bee's flying towards me. That's such a fucking... That's so stupid, I hate this. I was actually like... I think I've actually did the backtracking thing between episodes. Because I was just really not feeling it. These plants drop apples. That's a bit strange. Usually enemies don't drop apples. Yeah, and another thing I did at work was finally get my own shelf. Like, you know, a locker, not a shelf, that's what I meant. I was, you know, like unloading a truck full of furniture, and there were shelves, wardrobes, and lockers. And I finally have my own locker at my own container. And I don't know if I'm actually glad about that, but seeing what happened to the... I can't really explain it very well, but basically, you know, my unit is separated into different, like, batteries. They're called batteries. It's kind of weird, but that's what they're called. And I'm part of one of them, but there's the battery that I started in, which was the general, you know, volunteer soldiers battery. I fucking missed the purple gem because it was on the right path. This level sucks, you know? Just the fact that you have to do these both paths, and it's stupid. I hate it. Fuck this level. Cold Hard Crash. Probably your last iced level? I think. I do like the 2 factory levels we get in the last chapter. And you know what? The last chapter is funny because it has these jetpack levels, which are a new gimmicky kind of level. Other than, you know, riding Polar, we have another vehicle segment, which is this time a jetpack. And those levels are really fucking boring. The gameplay is completely different, and it's like, it's fine. It's not too fucking bad, but like, getting through these levels really does, it's like a no-brainer. You just simply fly through it, collect all the boxes, and you go through both the jetpack levels without any issues, and you just get everything. You don't need to find secret exits or enter the level from a different level. Any that type of bullshit. No, you just fucking fly through and you pick up boxes and you'll be golden. I had a friend at my old workplace who got a nickname Golden. You might think like, why was he called Golden? Because he was a ginger. So, you know, he had golden hair, I guess. Though I always thought of gold as more like a yellowish color rather than orange, but I don't know, I guess some people might see it as orange. Maybe it depends on the type of gold. What? How the fuck did I do that? How did I how did I broke this crate immediately as I hit it? I don't understand it. I just jumped next to it and it broke. I didn't even, like, jumped on it. And why did it immediately broke? a strange phenomenon. Perhaps this game is haunted. Perhaps this is the beginning of a ARG bullshit creepypasta that no one will give a fuck about. And my Let's Play will all of a sudden turn creepy and I'll start speaking riddles. I want. That is not a thing. I'm really not a fan of these ARGs, you know, because they're for people with way too much free time on their hands. I don't have free time on my hands recently, and I'm usually coming back from work fucking tired, and all I want is just to record my videos and go to fuck to sleep. This is what my day looks like. I go to work, and after I come back, I do some shopping, I record my videos once I'm back home, and then I just kind of edit the videos, take a shower, prepare food for the next day. Yeah, I prefer food in the evening before I go to work, because I would like to spend as little time as possible in the morning, like fucking around. Like when I did my old job, right? I would like get up in the morning and take a fucking piss. Then I start preparing my breakfast, eat the breakfast, go out, go to work, and then later to optimize it. And oftentimes, if I decided to take a 5-minute nap or something like that, something horrible like that, I'd basically be late for work, so I missed a life. So to optimize it, I later came up with an idea that I'm gonna prepare 2 fucking toast sandwiches made of like 2 pieces of bread with a bunch of ham, cheese, and a tomato inside, kind of squish them together and heat them up, right? Put them in a box, like a little breakfast container, whatever it's called. And then they're just gonna stand there, and in the morning, I'd basically pick up one of those sandwiches, eat it on my way to work, while eat the other one during my break. And yeah, it was... Since that idea, I never been late to work ever again. But then they fired me anyway, so whatever. So it does not matter one bit, and I miss my old job. At least I came to work and I actually knew what I was fucking doing with myself. Like I would get an assignment and I would start working on it. Here I come to work and I'm fucking stressed out. In anticipation as to what the fuck these scientists are gonna come up with now. You know, today they brought a bunch of lockers. These are fucking heavy. I had to bring them to my container, and there's like a guy who's like, you know, outranks us in the container. He's cool now, but he multiple times pointed out to not piss him off, so I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to fucking mean. Who says stuff like that? That's a red flag. Like, so far he's cool. Who the fuck says stuff like that to not piss him off? I don't know, man. I hate this job. I really fucking hate it super much. And when I found out that my fucking superiors are gone, South Korea, my fucking sister teacher's daughter is going to, already is there. Why do other people get to live through my dream, and I don't? That sucks. Wonder if I'll be recording Let's Plays while in Korea. Would I give up on that? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be doing it like right as I come there, but when I adjust more, and I don't know, maybe I was even thinking that if I think I talked about this in a different video of mine, but when I started this channel, I don't think my English speaking skills were really bad, but I definitely wasn't as confident in speaking in English as I am now. And I know I make mistakes, but fucking native English speakers make mistakes too, so I don't give a flying fuck about that too much, unless I make really awful mistakes. And sometimes I kind of forget words and shit. But whatever, English is not my native language, so cut me a fucking break. And I was thinking if I'm gonna actually like get to a point where I'm somewhat decent at Korean, I was thinking maybe I should start a Korean speaking a Let's Play channel. I don't know, call it OrosZ, but spelled with like Korean letters, Hangul alphabet. You know what? I don't think you can actually spell my name with the Hangul alphabet. I got the Korean Korean keyboard on my phone. I'm trying to see if it would be possible.
Crash! I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something is not
There is
right
no-
with his statements.
There is no
Beware of the
sound in Korean. There is ch, but no sh. And I know that ch and sh sound exactly the same. But fucking believe me that there's a difference in the two sounds I just made. The sh and ch sounds are fucking different, alright? And I'm not crazy. It's in my fucking native language. Those are two different sounds. So yeah. And also when I started this channel I was actually thinking, shouldn't I just make it in my language? I was like, nah. Fuck it. Plus I swear a lot in my videos, and if my parents heard me in my fucking room keep saying the word fuck like every other second, they'd probably be upset, like what the fuck is wrong with me? All of a sudden they know my personality. It's like, oh jeez, I guess I'm not as nice as I seem to them. And it's not like I'm not nice, it's just that on my videos I swear a lot, but when I talk with my parents I don't swear one bit. Actually I don't swear very much at all in like daily conversations and just my normal everyday life. I occasionally swear, like when I'm kinda mad, but it's not like I just throw a casual fuck every other word like I do on my channel. But whatever. I feel like I talked about some cool topic earlier and I kinda forgot what the fuck was it. I was talking about Witcher. I'm getting some flashbacks, or rather a deja vu. Is it deja vu or deja vu? There's an U at the end, so... Yes, it seems like a deja vu to me. I don't know. See, this time I know that there's no fucking crates up there, so I'm not gonna spend fucking over 10 minutes trying to make a stupid fucking jump that turned out to be a lot simpler than I thought. That's a lot of fucking apples. I know they're called Wumpa fruits, but I always call them apples, and I still do. Fucking, you look at these fruits and what do they look like? Fucking apples, that's what they are. Collect apples in this. Apples are my favorite fruit, and I think more drinks, like soda companies, should do apple flavored stuff. They never do. They always do some fucking bullshit tropical fruits that no one ever fucking heard of. I don't know why. I don't like apple flavored stuff, man. Or vanilla flavored stuff like my Dr. Pepper cube. See, I went the right way to get the purple crystal, but if I wanted the all box gem for this level, I would first have to take the death route, get those like, I don't know, 3 fucking boxes that they decided to put there like assholes. Fucking Naughty Dog, man. It's all Neil Druckmann's fault, he put those boxes there. I don't think he worked at Naughty Dog back in Crash Bandicoot days. I'm gonna look it up. the original Naughty Dog Crash Bandicoot developers still work at Naughty Dog. I got some Reddit threads. Ever wonder why Naughty Dog quit working on Crash Bandicoot games after CTR? Because Universal, something with Universal, that they had a deal to only make 3 games. Yeah, Universal is the one that owned the rights to Crash Bandicoot, and they had a deal where Naughty Dog was supposed to make 3 games. Well, they made 4. You know what? The fucking ads I'm getting on YouTube are completely retarded. But the one I'm looking at right fucking now has to be one of the most fucking brain dead ads I've ever seen. Brain dead is not the right word to describe it, but it says unlock your AI cartoon, and it has Mabel from Gravity Falls and some blonde girl, but they're like really sexualized. These are small children. The fuck is wrong with you, YouTube? And especially, what is wrong with the people who made this fucking AI-generated pornography or whatever the fuck this is? That's not the question I was looking for. Is Crash Bandicoot made by Naughty Dog? Yes, it is. Does the Naughty Dog still exist? No, they don't. They died. Who are the original developers of Crash Bandicoot? And these are some stupid questions. Man, that's stupid. People asking like whether Crash 4 is made by Naughty Dog. No. It's made by fucking... Wait, who made it? Was it Toys for Bob? Yeah, I think it was Toys for Bob. And... I should play Jak and Daxter games. You know what's funny about Jak and Daxter is that... it's a very uneven franchise. You might think it's like a goated franchise with every installment being fucking awesome, just like Crash Bandicoot, but that's really not the case in the case of Jak and Daxter. The first game is a collectathon platformer, but then video games gotten a lot edgier, so they made the second game like a third-person shooter. And then they made the third, like the game kept getting heavier with fucking lore and shit. With each installment, fucking Jak was the mute protagonist in the first game, and then in the second game he all of a sudden talks, and I think he even swears. And he's got a fucking gun now. But that became kind of the way people actually see Jak and Daxter. You know, Jak with his companion Daxter, who was a elf-like guy just like him, but then he got turned into a ferret. And Jak is the badass one with the guns and shit, while Daxter is the funny one on his shoulder. The funny chip on his shoulder. Jeez. I got an ad for Mahjong now. I don't want to play fucking Mahjong, are you fucking stupid? I don't know how the fuck to play Mahjong other than the Windows one where you just simply match blocks. And if it's not that version of Mahjong, then like an actual Mahjong, like Yakuza, then I have no fucking clue how to play it. And now I gotta go all the way back. This is one of the hardest things in the game, and I'm not even looking at myself do it. Look, I know I did it. I recorded this footage, I think about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mentioned how I finished work early. That's because I wanted... I mean, you know, I said that already. That's because we have a thing where I basically... every day I work... How long do I work? You know what the most retarded thing about this level is? The fact that even though I collected all the boxes in this secret, I actually didn't, because what you need, I need to get the gem at the end. But then to get all the boxes in this level, I need to do this challenge, go through it once, get all the crates, and then go backtrack and get back on the dev platform that I came here on. Because look how much further into the level they put me. Because I fucking, you know, I couldn't pick up this gemstone and go back. So yeah, I call bullshit, and this level kind of fucking sucks ass. It sucks ass when you're, you know, trying to 100% it and everything. I'm not saying this is a bad level, it's a fun level, but it's fun when you're playing through it casually. Just like Crash 4, I think I'm never gonna bother to 100% Crash 4. Imagine if I had to beat this game, get a bunch of different gemstones with a bunch of different requirements, then get them fucking again with some stupid bullshit modifiers. I think that's the most fucking ridiculous part of Crash 4, that you have to basically beat every level 100% twice. Like, why? Why would you fucking ever need to do something so stupid? And then you have to fucking speedrun the goddamn level. And even after you speedrun it, you have to fucking speedrun it again because you have to get like developer times. It's ridiculously fucking difficult. And I would never fucking bother with that. Maybe one day I'll bother to speedrun, I mean do the time trials in like Crash 3. I can do the time trials in Crash Team Racing, no problem. But any other Crash game, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't care. My first game, I 100%ed. And I guess my first Crash game, I've also 100%ed. Is Crash with Sanity. And that game has a really sweet 100% requirement. All you need to do is collect like 6 or 7 gemstones in each level, and that's it. You don't need to speedrun the game, you don't need to do any other bullshit, you don't need to, I don't know, find hidden death routes and solve puzzles and shit, find hidden exits. Now you just pick up gemstones that are usually just simply hidden slightly off the course, and that's it. You get rewarded for going slightly, you know, out of order in the level, and like you might go and seek out hidden passages. But not to some ridiculous degree where you have to jump on a bunch of nitro crates that don't explode for no reason. Even though this game taught you throughout it, the nitro crates are not to be touched. And then one of the levels I think we already did, or maybe not, I don't know, maybe we haven't done it yet. There's a staircase made out of nitro crates that you actually need to interact with. Or these nitro crates, look at that shit. I had to spawn them in, otherwise I wouldn't be able to blow them up later and get all the crates in this level. Keep in mind, I forgot to go to the second warp room and get all crates and 2 levels in that, so I kinda messed up. That fucking green platform took me like 2 meters to the right. Couldn't it just be there to the right? Then we wouldn't have to go on that stupid little ride that was way too long. It was like way longer than it should have been. Couldn't tell the distance. I didn't put a colorful filter underneath Crash, so I couldn't tell where I'm landing. Yooka-Laylee is getting some kind of remaster / remake, because I think for the most part it's a remaster, not a ground up remake, but they did change some of the stuff. I'm bringing this up because I did a Yooka-Laylee Let's Play back in the day, and I thought it would be kind of cool to do the Yooka Replay Let's Play too. I don't know what's going on. I don't fucking know, man. You know, every day when I check like some video game news, now that's a load of bullshit. I couldn't make that jump normally. I had to do a slight jump. How was I supposed to be able to tell the distance? I don't have a fucking measuring tape in my eyes. So that's a weakness of mine. I'm really fucking bad at telling distance. You show me like how far is it from my current position to, I don't know, a wall, and I'm like, I don't know if it's 20 meters, 50 meters. I can't fucking tell. It's kind of weird. Or maybe I'm no different. I don't know, man. Thank you for 2 hours, definitely. Gonna take a toll on how tired I am already. I'm probably gonna finish instead of spending my whole fucking rest of Friday playing awesome video games. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I brought up that my superior officers are going to Korea and the fact that my sister's teacher's daughter's already been there for 5. Actually, I don't know how long she's been there, but she's 5 years younger than me. And anytime I hear that, oh, someone from like my town moved out specifically there, I'm like, well, for fuck's sake. It's like an insult. It's like the world is trying to mock me. Like, oh, look at that. All these people got to go there, but not you. Well, I guess I did get to go there. I've been there 2 weeks. Well, I want to be there for the rest of my life now. That's what I decided on. It's not exactly a choice I thought about. True, like every little detail about it. But that's a choice I decided to follow my heart on. Instead of trying to analyze every single little detail, like whether it's actually worth it to move to Korea, like, oh, am I gonna earn more money, blah blah blah. No, I don't care about that. I care whether I live a purposeful life. Because so far I feel like my purpose is to find it. I got pretty existential, whatever. Oh, Jesus. So, I don't know, man. I've been tackling a bunch of topics and I don't really know what the fuck else to talk about. I've seen some video game that's basically an anime-styled Grand Theft Auto game. I do not remember what it's called because my friend at work just kind of showed it to me, that he was watching a video of someone covering a game that's supposed to be Grand Theft Auto, but it's like an anime. By the way, I need to reset my recording, so I'll try to do that right now. Okay, I'll reset my recording. I'm not sure if my commentary is not going to be delayed now. You know, like Crash will die and then it will take me like a minute to say, oh, I died. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. You know what's funny? When I did The Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, it's an awesome fucking game, by the way. Probably the best video game based on a YouTube personality. Because it's genuinely an awesome fucking game. And I don't even think you need to be a fan of AVGN to understand, to play this game. I think it's just a really good game on its own. In fact, I would actually like to see someone play it who's not a fan of AVGN, so that he would be just like, what the actual fuck is happening in this? There's like a porn-themed level in that game. Yeah, there's like a bunch of girls twerking their asses with their boobs out, and it's like, what the fuck even? See, we took the green platform. And I guess there's also a bunch of other shit. But I always thought kind of strange that sometimes in this game, you usually get Aku Aku by breaking crates with his face on it. But then there's like 2 instances in the entire game where he just simply is out of his box. And like you don't need to break any box, you just pick up a mask. Like for example in this level we had Aku Aku just kind of chilling on a staircase. And a secret bonus to one of the chase levels earlier in the game, there was also an Aku Aku mask that wasn't in a crate, wasn't hidden in a box, it was just simply kind of floating there. Behaving. Oh man, this episode is really long. The reason I reset my recording is because this video is over an hour long, and the way I'm recording videos, I can only record recordings up to an hour. I remember when I started this channel and I didn't realize you can fix it, and I had the setting where I could only record for 15 minutes. So what I had to do is record for 15 minutes and then glue a bunch of videos together to make a longer video. I remember when I started and I made a fucking 40-minute long video on Fallout 4 and I was like, holy shit, what a long ass video. My longest video now is like an hour, 50 minutes or something. It's a bonus, not a bonus, it's a video of me playing the demo for Yakuza Infinite 12. Oh, I should see whether the new Pirate Yakuza game has a demo. I don't think it does, because if it did, I think I would see people play it already. Yakuza 6 had a demo, and interestingly enough, Kiryu had a completely different design in the demo than the finished release. In my opinion, he had a way cooler design in the demo. He had like a blue winter jacket. It was awesome. Now the design in the actual game is just Kiryu in his gray suit. So I wish that he could at the very least unlock the blue outfit. Kiryu looked fucking awesome in it, but at last, for some reason didn't got it. I don't understand why. That was probably his coolest looking outfit and they didn't allow him to wear it. Those are the nitro crates I was talking about earlier. They take it to a secret bonus. Fuck, I got distracted by some stuff. I was talking about AVGN, the game. I made a let's play of it. And I recorded it just like this game, where I recorded the footage first of me playing the game, and then I sat down watching my own footage, recording commentary for it. But you know what's fucking funny? The video player on my old computer was ever so slightly lagging, so I was watching footage and it would like freeze for half a second. It would like freeze for half a second, then it would freeze for like a second, but I wouldn't notice or something like that. So I end up with commentary longer than the video itself. And there's episodes in that fucking series where I beat the boss fight. The boss fight is beaten, like there's no boss anymore, right? I did it, the boss is dead, the episode is over, and it should be fucking done. But I'm still talking, and the best part is I'm talking about fighting the boss that I've already defeated like 2 minutes ago. It's fucking weird as fuck, but you know, other than that, the Let's Play is fine, so... I don't really feel like replaying it. But, when AVGN Adventures 2 came out, they later released it as AVGN 1 and 2. So basically it's a bundle of both games. And... oh, my neck. It's a bundle of both games. And they changed a lot of stuff in the first game, and I'm actually kind of like wondering, like, should I replay the first game? Because it had a bunch of stuff changed in it, and I could actually play it and do the commentary at the same time, because it's on the consoles now, not a PC. Now I can do commentary at the same time on PC, but, well, I tried it multiple times, and, like, it usually worked in the past, but Oh no, actually, you know what? I never did that. I take that back. I never actually recorded from PC while recording commentary at the same time. I only do that on consoles. On my PS5, so... yeah. And this footage was recorded using a Steam Deck and a DuckStation emulator. And a USA ROM of Crash Bandicoot 2. Why not the European one? Because I decided to be different for this Let's Play, so I'm playing the American version instead of the European version like the original Let's Play of this game. So, yeah, I guess I have an excuse as to why I played this game twice. And the main excuse of the original Let's Play of this game sucking ass. Where you can barely fucking hear what I'm saying. Plus, this is a 100% playthrough. Even though I did it kind of on my own in between episodes, but you know. Man, we're an hour in this bitch. This Dr. Pepper is gonna save my life because my throat is fucking killing me. What's with the coughing and other bullshit? Yes, the day at work was kind of annoying as always. And I don't fucking know, I don't have much more to say about it. I'm glad it's over, now it's the weekend, and maybe I can make myself stay up longer and like play something in the night. Maybe I can actually beat Dark Souls. I think I have very little like left to do in Dark Souls 1. I've beaten Civ, the Scaleless, I've beaten the Bed of Chaos, I've beaten the Four Kings. I was even talking with a friend about it, and I was like, wait, what do I have even left? I don't know. Do I have anything left? I know I have the DLC, because the remaster comes with the DLC, so maybe I'll try doing that too, but I don't know. The hunter enemies are so strange. They only appear in like bonus levels, and their placement is super random in my opinion. It's like they made a hunter enemy, but then they never made like a safari themed level, so they couldn't use this guy. So they just put him in this like weird cliffside / cave environment that only appears twice in the game, and it's like a hidden secret. Also, it's actually pretty difficult. I honestly think this mine themed chapter is probably the hardest one in the entire game. The amount of like levels that you have to enter like at least 3 times, it's ridiculous. Once to get like a death route, once to just simply beat it, and the first time to get all the boxes, and then you have secrets and shit, and secrets that lead to other levels. Then you have Engine's boss fight, which I think is the hardest and coolest boss fight in this whole game. And I decided to lay back because my back is fucking killing me from all the heavy lifting I've done today. No, fucking no, man. New God of War game. I don't fucking know what else to tell you. I could tell you a boring story about some documents I'm missing at work. So apparently we had to bring our documents proving that we went through basic survival training, which is something that we shouldn't have after our basic training before coming to the army, right? But I had my basic training 5 fucking years ago, and they asked me whether I have a certificate that I passed the survival training. I was like, sure, I probably have it somewhere at home. And then I went home and I found a paper that had information about when the survival training is gonna take place, and I remembered all of a sudden that, oh yeah, for whatever reason, that was fucking 5 years ago, I didn't went to that training. I don't remember why, but I didn't. And Now I have to tell my bosses that I actually don't have that, I never been through this fucking survival training. Even though everybody fucking has, but like, everybody I know has been to their basic training, like, I don't know, 3 years ago at longest, but I did fucking 5 years ago, and like, instead of giving me that survival training while I had my basic training, they decided to give it a later date after the basic training, and I never arrived for that. And I even remember that I pointed it out to my, at the time, superior officers. And they said that, okay, we'll just like sign you up for that at a later date. And they never fucking did. And I assumed that, okay, if it's not so important for them, then why should it be so important for me to have my basic training done? Like, clearly it doesn't fucking, you know, it's not as important as it sounds if no one gives a fuck, but like, now they ask me here. And all of a sudden my neglection of getting the basic training certificate came back to haunt me, and I'm just like, whoa. It's like the mistakes of the past are back now, and they're here to annoy the fuck out of me. The nitro creeps are funny because they're bouncy. It's like, why are they bouncing up and down? That doesn't make any sense. What inside makes them bounce up and down? Man, I fucking hate those bees in this game. They're the worst enemy. They make an annoying sound, they swarm you. You can't fight them off normally, you have to hide on the ground, which is a cool mechanic. But I still kinda hate it. See, fucking asshole bees, and they have to fucking chase you even though you like outrun their fucking beehive already. I wish what you could do is somehow destroy the beehive so you can just go through this shit normally. Oh, death has caught up to me. I'm dying. Those are my last words. I'm about to die in 5 seconds. My last words should be, like and subscribe. And don't forget to share. On X. Seen a lot of people hate on Twitter. I mean, people always hate on Twitter for like the last 10 fucking years, but more so than ever recently, with Elon Musk doing a bunch of crazy shit, like the Roman salute and everything, and I can't relate to hating on Twitter because all I see on Twitter are gorgeous cosplayers. That's pretty much all I follow on Twitter, just a bunch of cosplayers, and I just watch their pictures.
Crash, I have discovered that
And if they get their DMs open, I text them, and sometimes I'm talking to them.
The inventor of the Evolvo
Such as this girl,
Brio was responsible for
can't tell you her name, I wouldn't want to tell you that, but I do know her name. She's a teacher at a fucking elementary,
and he's at it again.
Really gorgeous.
He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard.
And she has big heart.
The platform to deliver
A really big heart
crystals
to teach all those kids, so you know, having a dedication to being a teacher, that's wonderful actually. Quite uplifting. Man, that sucks that I can't spell my own fucking name with the Hangul alphabet without making it look stupid. Because there's no sh sound, like I said. Ah, shit. Maybe I'll go by a different name. Oh, well, that's what I was saying before. If I ever gotten, at the very least, like slightly good at Korean, where I could at the very least get my thoughts across, I might actually start like a Let's Play channel in Korean. Just to kind of polish my skills by talking to an imaginary audience like I do now. I can barely see what the footage of the game is because I can only see upper half of the screen right now because I'm laying on my side, on my bed, trying to kind of relax my back muscles. They really hurt. Oh, that's another loose Aku Aku mask, though in this case it makes sense. Because he's supposed to be flying off the screen. So I guess now we're going to this level normally without getting the green platform. Damn, I'm such a speedrunner. I'm fucking awesome, epic, and sexy. Hell yeah. I like this level team, though as a kid I never liked it. I remember this is the this game. I was playing it, and like you could play it with the analog stick on PS2 because the PS2 controllers all came with analog sticks, unlike PS1. So this game kinda has analog support. It's analog support, but I as a kid refused to play with the analog. I was like, no, I play with the D-pad. But thinking about it now, I don't, like when I was recording this footage, some of the sections, such as the bonus sections, where basically the game turns into a side scroller, those sections I actually did play with the D-pad. But the rest of the game I played with the analog, so I was switching between analog and D-pad, depending on what kind of environment I was in. 90 lives. 91. And I got plenty of apples, and soon gonna get the 92. There you go. Guys, I got over 100 apples in that bonus. Damn it. Back to 91. Yeah, so I never regretted buying a Steam Deck. It's kind of a very helpful thing for me. Like on my stupid fucking mission trademark, I think I would have gone insane if I didn't have a Steam Deck with me. You know, every time I came back from my 13 fucking hour-long shift, only thing I had to look forward to is actually getting to play some video games on my Steam Deck. And I managed to beat all the God of War games, all the PS2 and PSP God of War games, I mean, on my Steam Deck. Plus, okay, I'm back up to see what I'm actually doing. Plus, I've beaten Rygar, the legendary adventure for PS2. And another game I didn't beat because I kinda fucking ruined my save file is Gladiator Begins or something like that. It's a really cool PSP game about being a gladiator, but I ruined my save file by progressing the story a little bit too much without leveling up properly, because I got to the point where they don't let me level up anymore. Because you only level up from fighting in the arena, and instead of leveling up in the arena, I just simply I just progressed the plot because I just wanted to like finish the game. I was like, I'm kind of sick of fighting over and over. Let's just finish the fucking game already. And because of that, I went into like a road of no return with not enough strength or good weapons because I got my ass handed to me so fucking badly that I was like, no, I quit. Save file's ruined. What the fuck happened? I pulled off such perfect fucking jumps about those logs. Logs of shit. Only to get like randomly stopped by some invisible fucking wall. Look, I did get the gemstone. This would have been a huge waste of time if I went to this level only to get nothing out of it. or miss a crate and shit. That's kind of a Crash Bandicoot classic. Everybody had to go through that at least once playing these games, where they go to the end of the level and missed one crate. We're gonna fight Engine, finish this episode. Ooh, I found a way to cheat. Not in the game, but in the other thing I'm doing on the side here.
Dr. Cortex said, keep the 20 crystals you have collected to me.
Okay, Engine, I will give them to you. Over my dead body, you son of a bitch. But he's got a rocket stuck up his ass too. I love Engine's design. I think he's like I think Embryo, Cortex, and Engine have fucking absolutely brilliant pre-scientist designs. And I like how they all kind of represent like different fields of science. Engine is clearly like an engineer. He's got his name is fucking Engine. And he's got a rocket engine stuck in his head. And whenever he's seen sliding some different contraptions that he built. Embryo is like a chemistry guy, you know, he's always like brewing some stuff and making potions basically. And while Cortex maybe like a biologist guy, because he's the guy who, well, I was about to say made the Evolvo Ray that made Crash Bandicoot. And I know that someone's gonna correct me that, oh, it's actually Embryo who invented the Evolvo Ray. But the way I like to believe it is that Embryo built the Evolvo Ray. So without Embryo's help, like Cortex and Engine kind of Cortex and Embryo kind of made it together. But without Embryo's help, Cortex would have probably never pulled it off, so. And then you have Entropy, who I guess is also a scientist, and he's all about time and space. So if they ever release like a new Crash Bandicoot scientist villain, which I think would be actually pretty awesome if they did, he should be like an evil mathematician or something. And they're all doctors. In this crazy cartoony world, someone had to give these motherfuckers a doctorate.
Master Cortex will be very displeased with your resistance. Prepare to suffer his wrath!
Wrath of Cortex? Now that's the dumbest fucking bullshit I've ever heard. I'm gonna call this episode the Wrath of Cortex. In a reference to that one video game about like an orange guy who runs around and like eats boxes or something.
What's your problem, Bandicoot?
It's called Wrath of Cortex.
Bring me the crystals.
And there's a guy named Cortex in it, and he's got a big N that stands for the word.
To me.
You know, the N word. What's the N word? I can't remember the proper N word. Some like N-I double letters. What was it? Fuck, can't remember. Ninja, I think. I don't know. It stands for ninja, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, ooh, look, Crash Bandicoot Cortex Strikes Back USA MCD. That's my rapper nickname, Crash Bandicoot Cortex Strikes Back USA MCD. See you fellas in the next episode. Bye.